Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Saiko here, and today we are here with another NBA tier list video, and in today's video, we are going to be doing the NBA starting centers. So if you guys are excited for today's video, hit the like button in the face. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I still am not going to mess up my intro, and let's get right into it, guys. Okay, guys, so we are here, and like I said before, this is the centers tier list. This is my second time recording this. I originally was gonna make the second recording just me talking about why I chose what I chose, but I just decided to redo this. And maybe my opinion has changed. I just also realized that I did not add, what do you call it? That there is no S tier, so give me a second, guys. Okay, so we are here, and we're gonna, what in the world just happened? Oh, okay. So we're gonna start off with the first guy, Andre Drummond, who is a B. He had a career year in pretty much, or he had a career in, points per game. He rebounded the ball like a motherfucker. He led the league in rebounds. Like, he leads the league in rebounds, like, every other year. Like every other year. And then, his free throw shot from last year that improved he shot 59% this year. He shot 60% last year, so only 1% difference. That is the only bad thing about, his free throw shot, I guess, is that he's still in the, like, 60s when I mean, everyone wants to, like, make every free throw, but ever since he changed his free throw shot, he has played pretty well. Second, we have Al Horford, who is a B tier player. He's just sort of the guy that you could plug and play. That sounds so weird. Plug and play on like any team, I guess you could say. Just because he plays defense. He passes the ball. He's just great. He's an all-around veteran. He's a great like I said, he's a great veteran, and he's a guy that you could have on any team. I would like the Spurs to pick him up, but obviously I think he's gonna accept his player option and stay with the Celtics, although maybe he'll accept it and then get traded somewhere. I'm not really sure, but a great veteran. He is getting older, but he's always been solid. Bam Adebayo I'm gonna put as a C. Mind you, I don't even remember what I put in each where I put each player, or a lot of these players. It's starting to look the same, but he's a C just because it's his second year in the league, I'm pretty sure. He did end up taking that spot, the starting spot from Hassan Whiteside, although they are paying Hassan Whiteside a lot of money to sit on the bench, if you're asking me. But I think he's great. He's a good shot blocker. He's great at catching lobs. He's your stereotypical rim running center, I guess. He plays really well, and yeah, I think that the Heat found the great one in this dude. Brook Lopez is gonna be a C as well. He would be in the B tier. Okay, yeah, this is looking really familiar right now. He would be in the B tier only if he rebounded better, just because his rebounding numbers are not flashy at all. He's also just not great at rebounding. You're 7 foot and you suck at getting rebounds. He is the only 7-footer in a game to never record a rebound. Like, he did that last year with the Lakers. If the Lakers re-signed him, the season probably would have turned out a little different. To him starting and JaVale McGee potentially backing him up, I just think that's how it's gonna be. Clint Capella I'm gonna put as a C. He was a most improved candidate last year, but this year he was injured, so that just sort of hold him back. And also, he got just destroyed by the Warriors in the playoffs this year and sort of last year. He's great at catching lobs. He's great at grabbing rebounds. But I just think the fact that he was injured this year and he got killed in the playoffs kind of makes him a C-tier player. Cody Zeller, I'm putting as a D just because I'm being nice to Cody Zeller. He's just a center that's kind of there. His numbers aren't very flashy. Yeah, he's okay. He's really the only center that the Hornets could possibly play, because why would they play Bismack Biyombo? I don't understand why the hell they got rid of Dwight Howard, because Dwight Howard probably would have diddled. I actually don't want to talk about that right now, but I think he's really the only center that they can play there. Frank Kaminsky's a clown. Let's just be straight. He might be the GOAT in some people's eyes, but he's just a clown, in reality. DeAndre Ayton I'm also gonna put in as a D. Only reason being is because I just wish that he got the ball a little more, and also I feel like his defense is kind of lackluster. But I think that he's gonna be a good player, but just this year, Probably because of the fact that he's on the Sun, and also him and Devin Booker are like, oh, we're the next Shaq and Kobe. Bullshit. You guys aren't the next Shaq and Kobe at all. The first A-tier player is DeMarcus Cousins. I'm putting him here is because last year, despite his injury, he was having a career year, and plus he was a dude who has sort of calmed down and sort of fixed some of the personality issues he's had, especially since he joined the Warriors. I mean, he joined a team that literally has so many egos on it, so it's like you add another one there, but I think that his ego just doesn't really affect anything at all. He's a good player. He went from a guy who, I mean, he still can't really play a lick of defense. They kill him on the pick and roll, but still, he can stretch his game out to the three-point line, and he's just been a great player. I think he's a great player in my opinion. Dwayne Dedmon, I'm gonna put as a D. The explanation I had for him in the first video was that he's just basically a poor man's Brook Lopez. That's all I have to really say about it, at least. Yeah, he's a poor man's Brook Lopez. He's better off as a bench player than a starter, I feel, just because, I don't know. San Antonio did start him when he was there, but I think he was a little bit better off the bench. Or he would be a good player he'd be a solid player off the bench. He would be a solid player for the Lakers or just for the Bucks if Brook Lopez goes up and leaves. Dwight Powell, I'm going to put at an F just because he only started like 20-ish games this year, and plus, he's not flashy. Yeah, I don't know. He's not very impressive to me, if I'm being real. Ivica Zubac is a C, and he's a C just because of his playoff performance, but I'm so mad that Magic Johnson traded this man, because this guy was the best free throw shooter on that damn team. He stepped up when no one else was. Well, until Brandon Ingram stepped up, but we all know what happened to Brandon Ingram, unfortunately. But yeah, I think he's a solid guy. I really do like him a lot. I wish we never traded him to the damn Clippers, but he's still in LA, so there's nothing to complain about there. Jared Allen is going to be a C as well. He just did not play well in these playoffs. He's a shot blocker. He blocked LeBron. He blocked Antetokounmpo. He's blocked everyone. I swear. He can block me. Like, block me on social media, block me in real life. He can block. This dude is just a rim protector. Like, it's amazing. JaVale McGee is also going to be a C. If it wasn't for his Shaqtin moments in the past, he would probably be a B. He had an amazing year this year, which is why he is a B player. Or a C player, but it's just his past that kind of holds him back from being a B player, and for him staying a C player. Yusuf Nurkic, I'm gonna put it as a B just because he had an amazing year this year until the compound fracture in, I believe, his left leg. If it's not his left, it's obviously his right. But he's a great center. The Blazers probably would have gone to 6 with him if he played in the playoffs, but unfortunately, he did not. I am a fan of him, though. I really do like him. Although he did make fun of Russell Westbrook with his shirt. I think he's a really good center, in my opinion. The S-tier player, Joel Embiid. The only reason, I feel like he would be an S+, but obviously there's only S. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then a 0-star play. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, in my opinion. He's amazing. Like, he can talk shit and he can also back it up, but I think the one thing that sort of kills him is just the fact that Ben Simmons is sort of holding him back, because Ben Simmons can't shoot. If Ben Simmons can get a jump shot, Joel Embiid can play more back to the basket, and he wouldn't have to take 3 so much. He shot like 30% from 3 this season, which he kind of averages, but still, like, I'm very uncomfortable with him taking so many 3-pointers, especially since Ben Simmons should be taking some of those shots. DeAndre Jordan is also going to be a B just because he had a career year in free throw percentage this season, which I commend him. He is sort of a stat pattern when it comes to his rebounds. I mean, that was proven when he kind of pushed Luka Doncic out of the way for a rebound, but he's your stereotypical rim running center. I think he's Mitchell Robinson could look at him and sort of model his game after him. Obviously, he should keep the shot blocking, but he should also keep his fouls low. But yeah, DeAndre Jordan has been, he's always been a great center in my opinion. Jakob Poeltl, I've never really seen anything out of him when he was in Toronto, and this year it wasn't until late that he was actually playing pretty decent and a decent amount of minutes. So that's why he is in the F tier for now. This is not ranked on potential, remember that, people. But how I view them. Yeah, Valanciunas is gonna be a C-type player just because he was injured this year, and also in past years, while he is a great center, the Raptors would normally take him out of crunch time just because he just didn't belong in crunch time, especially since he's not on the faster side, I would say. I think he is a solid center, but that's kind of it. I prefer Marc Gasol over him, who we'll get to in a bit. Karl Anthony Towns is an A-type player. The only thing preventing him from being an S-type player, actually, I kind of want to just put him, yeah, I'll put him in the A tier just because the only thing that holds him back is his body and his defense. If Jimmy Butler could have literally given him the gift of defense, I think he would be an S-type player right now, but he is an A-type player. And I do like him, don't get me wrong, but he needs to learn how to post up better, especially against the guy that's right next to him. We've seen all the memes, and also Tyson Chandler killed him as well. Marc Gasol is a B-type player, defensive player of the year, can stretch out to the three-point line, has had amazing playoff success until well, he's never made it to the finals until this year, but he played amazing against the Bucks in this postseason. He had like 12 assists. He was shooting threes. He's just a guy that you would love to have on a team. He is kind of slow, but he can still stretch it out and fit on a lot of guys' rosters. Miles Turner I will put as a B as well. I think I have Miles Turner as a C originally, but he's a B-type player. And I think the only reason is because he just only plays like 25-ish minutes per game because he has to split time with Sabonis, but he can stretch the floor. He can score pretty well. He blocks shots. His rebounding numbers are a little low, but I mean he's still a solid guy. Nikola Vucevic, I'm gonna put as a B-type player just because it was his first year as an All-Star. I think he's always been a solid big man in my opinion. And I think because Mo Bamba's probably not gonna develop this year. No offense to Mo Bamba fans. I like the kid. I thought he had potential. But I don't think Mo Bamba's ever gonna develop into anything. And plus, Vucevic is just been the center. I get it, the center of the Magic, and he will get a bag from the Magic. If he doesn't, then potentially Dallas could be in the runnings for him. Nikola Jokic is an S because this dude carried the Nuggets in the playoffs. He rebounds, he assists, he like literally leads all centers in assists. Like the dude is a point center. It is amazing. My only problem with him is that I wish he was more aggressive, but I mean in the playoffs he was more aggressive, scoring like 40 points, scoring 30s, 40s, getting triple doubles, although triple doubles don't always contribute to the win. But I think he's a very solid guy, and yeah, he's worthy of an S tier. Julius Randle is getting a B because I miss him. Like on the Lakers, I miss him a lot. Dude, like if we never got LeBron, we would have kept you, and I would have preferred to have you over LeBron just because no one would have gotten in the trade rumors, and plus I think that this young core, much like Sacramento, would have been competing for a playoff spot. Maybe they probably wouldn't have been the 4th seed like they were with LeBron, but they could have made the 8th seed potentially, or the 9th seed. I think they would have been great with Julius Randle. Rudy Gobert is an A. Your shot blocker, he had a career high in points this year, shot blocking, defensive player of the year, and I think I have him winning defensive player of the year as well this year. So yeah, I think he's just great player. Robin Lopez is an F. I just feel like Wendell Carter sort of took that job away from him, but then Wendell Carter did get injured. I feel like Rolo is there for his defense, and he's also there for his veteran leadership because you have a bunch of young guys in that locker room, so he's really helpful. Steven Adams is going to be a C because he just had a really bad playoff run this year. And plus, he sets hard screens, he rolls to the rim, but his defense sometimes has been questionable, especially in the playoffs against the Portland Trailblazers. But yeah, they say he is literally like a brick wall. You do not want to fight this man just because I don't think he would flinch, honestly. Thomas Bryant is getting an F just because I thought he had potential as a Laker, but he hasn't really developed into anything. And even in Washington, I just feel like he hasn't done anything. Dwight Howard is sort of the mentor for him there, but I don't think that Dwight Howard is really gonna be that helpful for him. Tristan Thompson is a D just because he was injured. He just has so many injuries, and plus, yeah, he grabs offensive boards, but he's not as impressive as he was when the Cavs went on their title run, because literally the very next year and the year after that, he got out rebounded by Steph Curry from what I remember. But I think he's good, but he's getting paid way too much for his position. And Willie Cauley-Stein, I'm gonna put at a C. If he could play more back to the basket, that would be amazing, just because he's a fast rim-running center, but I feel like he needs a little more back to the basket game. And yeah, also he was gonna literally change his name to like Professor Trill, which is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This is the second time of me recording this. Hopefully I don't have to record this a third time. Tell me your guys' opinion in the comment section down below. My name is Saiko. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have yourselves a good day like always, and I'll catch you guys later tomorrow for the NBA Finals.